Hello, everyone who chose Group 3 for Should I Stay or Go in the Job That I'm At. This is a tarot card reading presented to you by Imagination. And before we get to your cards, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the space in which this video has been recorded. And then we'll get to the housekeeping notes. In the spirit of respect, reciprocity, and truth, we honor and acknowledge that together we live, work, and play on this land of the people of traditional Treaty 7 territory. The Blackfoot Confederacy, Siksika, Kenai, Piikani. The Tsuut'ina Nations, Iarhe Nakoda, and Region 3 Métis Nation of Alberta. So welcome everyone, those of you who chose the card Vapula, who knows, the World card. I'll put this over here. So we're going to begin with our housekeeping notes. First off, I consider myself to be an R-rated reader. That means that it is possible that we may talk about sexual material, graphic material, and certainly most likely that I will swear. I love my curse words. If any of these are offensive to your sensibilities, now is the time for you to choose another video. Second bit of housekeeping, as y'all know, this is a general reading. Please take it with a grain of salt when considering your career. If a message resonates with you, feel free to consider it. If something doesn't resonate with you, leave it behind. And of course, always consider supporting your local, online, etc. tarot readers, intuitives, astrologists, or astrologers I should say, etc. Getting a one-to-one reading is the best and most effective way to get messages directly for yourself. Now with that being said, let's get started. We're going to pull 3 different lines, okay? First, we're going to shuffle until fallout cards happen. That to me is going to signal that the deck is ready. Then we're going to pull a line for staying where you are, a line for going to something else, and then any extra insight or information, possible different pathway that we need to know. And if there is stuff that we need to look at further, we have more decks to explore with cards for clarification. So let's begin. Okie dokie. We have very, very interesting. So let's just first talk about that. With the World card is about chapters ending and new ones beginning. And it definitely seems like you may have new beginnings going on here, both with the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Four of Cups reversed. These are all indicative of something new. Instead of it being the old, boring, same old, you're definitely receiving an opportunity that you're like, oh, hello, new possible job, new possible lifestyle, maybe relocating, getting really emotionally excited. Seems like that may be where we're going. So, this first card is going to represent yourself. Then this is the benefits of staying, the benefits of going, and in the middle, we're talking challenges, pathway going forward, etc. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Wands, manifestation. So it seems like, before we even dive into anything, group number 3, that you have opened yourself up to new possibilities coming into your life, being able to close a chapter, start a new one, and yeah, let's go see what it has to say. You are represented, oh my goodness, cameras, wow. Hello, sorry for jumping on screen. you were represented by the Death card, and this is amazing already with what we've been talking about. Transformation, transformation, and transformation. So yeah, I'm super excited to see these pathways and see if they align. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ah, hello. So this is very interesting, group number 3. Let's start over with staying at the place that you are. The 3 of Swords reversed as a benefit says, like, where you're at ain't so bad. You're not heartbroken over it. It doesn't like make you suffer to get up every day to go to this place. So that's really good. If you've had shitty jobs before, this is not one of them. But there may be an issue with some of the people that you work with, or perhaps you're not totally invested in, maybe I should say, it's not about your colleagues. Your colleagues here are fine, but maybe it's more so the project, like the work that you're having to do. Because the 3 of Pentacles here in the upright is like, yeah, we collaborate, we work on things. So with all these people there, I don't really see it as like the people are the problem, but like you don't agree with the vision, you don't agree with, yeah, making the project, whatever it is, materialize. Now the pathway going forward is interesting because it's the Devil reversed. And the Devil reversed here is all about being able to free yourself from bonds, from things that are limiting, that you have control over. So it's an interesting consideration. That's not wholly a bad pathway to go, especially if you have the 3 of Swords, you know. You're like, hey, my job is pretty decent. I'm liking it. Maybe there's a project that is challenging that you don't like working on, but you have control and ability to change your suffrage. Stuff will definitely need clarification there. Over if you were to go somewhere else, we have, almost dropped the cards, 9 of Cups reversed. Now that's interesting because the 9 of Cups is getting what you wish for. In reverse, it's getting what you wish for, but it not turning out the way that you wanted it to, and realizing that it doesn't fulfill you. Now, this is in a beneficial position. So, I kind of get this narrative in my head of it will be beneficial if you were to go somewhere else that you may not really like it, because it's a stepping stone to an opportunity elsewhere, if that makes sense. Like, it's not the right place for you, but it helps you move towards the thing that's right for you, or at least the realization of it. Then we have the Star reversed as the challenge. And I think, let's say, if you were to go and do something new, and it doesn't end up being something that you find like fulfilling, you're like, oh shit, was I supposed to do this? Because, sorry, jump cut because I had to cough. This is the card of having faith in the path, in the journey, in following the signs, etc. It also can talk about healing, but in this case I really see it as the challenge is believing that you were supposed to do this. So if you undertook a new opportunity and a new change and you get there and you're like, well, this isn't what I wanted, then you'll be like, I totally distrust you, Jen, and I distrust the universe for bringing me this way. Why would I go somewhere that I don't want to be, that's not actually fulfilling? That's okay. That's understandable why that would be hard, because that's like a really roundabout way of having to go through this process. But yet what's interesting is this Seven of Swords reversed, which talks about reclamation, having things returned to you that were lost, that may have been taken, for example. Now, if you went somewhere and it wasn't exactly what you were desiring, and you were like, I'm not really trusting that this was the right decision, there's something about going through that process that makes you regain something that was gone, perhaps a belief or a knowledge, or maybe an actual object too, but maybe it's about the drive and exploration, or the gumption to be able to move to the next thing, knowing what is for you and what is not. But yeah, the Seven of Swords is very interesting. We'll definitely need clarification there too, because so much of everything else talks about like transformation and newness, but I don't have a clear sense on either side. We have here interesting advice. The Page of Pentacles as a beneficial thing. Why can't you focus for me, camera? Why dost thou hatest me? There we go. Whatever. I'm just gonna give up there. Page of Pentacles. Upgrading your skill sets, continuing education. It could be about staying in the job and getting mentorship to be able to move laterally into a different position. It could be about taking some courses in your evenings to be able to upgrade your skills to apply for different types of jobs, maybe within the institution that you already are, or to something entirely different. But you want to grow. And Page of Pentacles are also messages and opportunities being offered, things coming in. The challenge being the Eight of Wands is that stuff is not happening fast enough, or it could also be that stuff is changing around you and it's like, I don't even know where I'm supposed to go, because this is like, shit's a happening. But also because it's a challenge, it may not be happening fast enough. So it could go either way, take it as it resonates. What's interesting though is the Page of Wands reversed, and this is like maybe feeling unconfident or not as excited. Maybe there's more trepidation going on. Yeah, this this page is very much about like not having energy. And even though there's all these opportunities that are opening up for you, there is like a fear here. So let's pull some clarifiers, but I am really seeing that maybe stuff is opening up for you already and things are happening and change is happening, and you have like a good thing going on and you're worried about where you're going if you were to go somewhere. So I think what we should pull clarifiers on is definitely this Nine of Cups stuff, definitely the Devil, the Swords, the Wands. Let's go for it. Tell me about the Nine of Cups reversed. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So I think what that is saying here is that it's supposed to be a benefit, right? Let me just check that this is reversed. Hold on, because the X could be at the top or the bottom, and I gotta check this out. Yeah, okay, it is reversed. Two things here. It could be that through not having the wish and it being not the right manifestation, again, that it moves you to the next thing, which is where you're meant to go. But also, I feel like it could just not be the right time yet, because the Wheel of Fortune is generally in its upright position, things are happening in its right time. And the same with the Nine of Cups reversed, getting your wish. it's almost like now's not the time and this isn't quite the right wish, but these are good things. Just trust us and we'll take you where you need to go. So if there's opportunities being presented to you right now, and this is going to be a wrench thrown in here, I'm so sorry, but maybe it's still not the right time and not the right thing that you're wishing for. And it's going to be difficult and a challenge for you with the star reverse and really having faith and trust in where you are meant to go and whether this opportunity is for you. I'm sure you probably hear the saying like, no opportunity will ever pass you by if it's meant for you. Yeah, but also you can be given opportunities that are shite. So all opportunities, like the Seven of Cups, are possibilities, but they lead to different ways along the same ultimate journey of your life here. I think, yeah, that's going to be a tricky one for you, because that's going to be your challenge. You're not going to be totally sure. Let's say maybe there's two opportunities, which one to take. Or maybe one is here right now and it's not the right time and you need to wait for that one, for example. Maybe we should pull some stuff up there. But I want to go over to the Devil reversed here too. We have the Three of Swords. That's interesting because you have the Three of Swords reversed here. I need to pull more on that. Okay, that's a lot. I'll take it. Knight of Wands, there's some wounding here that's happened. That's like, there's something that is painful, even though it says like it's not that bad and you have control to change it. There is something that has hurt you and you're trying to just mask it. The Nine of Cups is the Wish card. Then we have the Knight of Cups reversed, the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Swords reversed. Again, same thing over there. It's interesting on which way to read it too. There's like the ultimate wish that you want to receive here, and yet there is no opportunity. So in the current workplace, if there's wounding, if there's issues that you've had, whether it's the project or the other people, you have a desire for things to change, for things to get better, for example, and yet you don't feel like that opportunity is being presented to you. Perhaps people are more into conflict, more interested in continuing the drama, and you want to take back your power. You want to be able to reclaim your emotions and be like, I'm really just done with this shit. So maybe the whole Devil reversed thing is about loosening yourself from this place, and I'm very interested of this Seven of Swords being over here too. That, you know, showing up multiple times is a strong sign. Tell me about the Page of Wands reversed, please. Something came out here. And this too. And that too. And that too. The Sun card. Let me try and pick all of these up. 17, Aquarius. That's the Star card. Queen of Fire. And the Hanged Man. So, Page of Wands reversed. It definitely seems like you need to rediscover your radiance. Whatever is happening at your current workplace may be weighing you down. This space of that, like, the fire being dampened, Page of Wands reverse thing, You're interested in progressing and moving forward, but you need the drive, you need the spark, and you need the energy. So you need to reclaim your sense of power and self-confidence. Hanging around. You gotta wait for it. You gotta shift your perspectives too. That's what comes with the hanged man. The hanged man needs to change how they see things. Balancing your emotions. So both reclaiming your self-confidence and your personal empowerment, but also healing your emotional wounding that has come up within the current workplace environment. And voila, those issues dealt with, the star. Perhaps then there will be some illumination, some synchronicity, some trust that comes through. I'm going to get some advice overall now. The Hermit, Mother of Cups reversed, Father of Wands reversed. Yeah, okay, overall. Even if these are people in your life or not, I'm going to focus it more on you here. Who cares about other people? They have their own shit to deal with. So if they're in toxic places, that's their emotional labor to do, not yours. Yours is taking time in solitude and self-reflection here. Your work is to be able to make space to really look at your emotional landscape and how you're feeling, honestly checking in with yourself. Where do you feel hurt and why? What is making you angry at your current workplace? There's definitely stuff that has come up there, and there's a veneer that's going on of just being able to like smile and get through it. And we don't need to be doing that, right? There's reclamation that needs to be happening, and it really seems like over your own power and authenticity. So self-healing work needs to be done first, and then we can explore the opportunities. So it feels like you got to stay here a little bit longer because it's not quite right time, but the time is being given to you as an opportunity for you to heal these things so that when the opportunities come, you're open to taking them. So group number 3, this has been your reading. Thank you so much for being here with me. Please consider doing the actions, or one or all, or as you like, that help this channel out. If you like the reading, you can also head over to my Instagram account of the same name if you want to get more tarot and astrology and overall witchy woo stuff. And there's also my website, imaginationwitch.com, that you can always check out. Please feel free to check out the readings that pop up on your screen in case there's something else that may be of interest to you. And until next time, group number 3, I hope you be well.